Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am back off vacation and I'm ready to drop some fire videos for you. But before we get into this slay honey, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then what are you waiting for? I mean, y'all come back to my videos, y'all watch it. My channel has over 3 million views and only 30 something subscribers, like 30,000. Something's not right, but you know, just go ahead and take the opportunity to follow, to subscribe to my channel and turn on your bells now before you even watch this video. But moving right along, today we'll be doing a lace wig installation video, and this is a 24-inch straight wig from Beautiful Princess Hair, and I absolutely love this straight wig. It is super duper duper full. Like, it gives you that fullness of like 3 or 4 bundles in a frontal, and it came slightly pre-plucked, not too much of my liking, but I just did go in and pluck some more. And just like I said, this hair was really full and it is really long. Usually, you know, straight hair comes a little bit longer than it says. So I absolutely love this 24-inch wig. It was so dope. And I wanted to do a style that I see is pretty much trending right now. So and you know, I get tired of doing curly hair over and over on my channel. So like the next few videos will probably be like straight hair. So y'all just, you know, stay tuned for that. But like I mentioned, this wig is from Beautiful Princess Hair, and it is a 24 straight wig, and it's a really full density. I'm not sure which number it is, but I will have all the details to this wig listed down below. Now for today's slay, we will be going in with the Gold Spawn lace glue. I am out of my Bold Hold Extreme Cream Inactive, so I'm back to the basics with my Bold Hold, which I also love. So you know, it was whatever. But for today's install, I did use 4 layers of that Bold Hold, and after applying the 4th layer, I'm actually pulling that lace down into that glue. I like to use like 4 to 5 layers with this glue, but you know, I'm not even gonna lie, the Bold Hold sticks much better. But this this Gold Spawn still get the job done. So like I said, you know, just back to the basics, but really no complaints here. And after I applied all 4 layers, I'm just pulling that lace down into that glue, having her hold that lace down nice and secure as I blow dry that lace and comb it down, you know, into that glue and letting it melt and simmer in that glue. And as I mentioned before, I like to comb that lace backwards, like comb the hairs back towards the head, and then I also like to comb those hairs down. That way that lace can melt, you know, going in both directions and really get into there really good. And I do blow dry this on hot heat. My blow dryer is actually stuck on hot, but even if it wasn't, I still will use that hot heat because it actually helps melt that lace even better and much faster, in my opinion. So that's why I like to, you know, do this method and then use that temperature to blow dry as well. Now, as far as cutting the lace, I am just using my scissors going in that zigzag motion. Yeah, so I just got some brand new scissors and I just slid it, you know, in a few sections. And I just cut that lace off in a zigzag motion, moving my scissors in and out, up and down, snake motion, and everything like that. But as far as, you know, getting this lace to match her skin, I did use that True Match Lace Conceal Lace Tint in the color Dark. And I sprayed that lace tint on the inside of the lace and also on top of the lace as well. And I did still go in like just at the very front of the hairline with my Ruby Kisses foundation in level 14. And I did use the darker shade on that level 14 foundation little kit on the hairline. That's just to make sure that it matches really good, and you know, everything is really like nice, neat, and melted in. But yeah, so just doing the basics. I am going to cut off that extra lace and just tack down those corners with that Gold Spawn lace glue. And is just, get that thing melted on in. Just the basics, what I pretty much do. This video is a little lengthy, but I try to focus more on the styling today, but I did want to still show y'all the install. Just for those who are new to my channel and don't really know how I operate or how I install, this is clearly for you. But to my returning subscribers, you already know how we get down, honey. But like I said, if you are new, just go ahead and click that subscribe button now so you can see all of the new posts that I am dropping and everything like that. But pretty much once I get all of that glue underneath that lace to the place that's still lifting, I just like to, take the teeth of my comb and push that lace into that glue. I part off a thin layer just to make sure everything is all melted. And pretty much what I do to one side, I just do the same thing to the center. And I also do the same thing to the other side as well. So this step is pretty much repetition. Just make sure you tack down everything that is still lifting. Just applying that glue underneath those areas and just smoothing it out, very nice and neat. And just be careful not to get that lace glue on the lace. I mean, you can kind of like rub it off the lace, but just try to be careful not to do it. But yeah, as I mentioned, I just do the same thing from one side to the other, making sure I cut off that extra lace from around the ear so the lace can lay, like nice, flat, and neat on both sides. And I'm just going to take that ghost bond and still, tack down those extra pieces, blow drying and everything like that before I get into the second step of my melting process, which is using my holding spray, spraying it on one side of the hairline all the way across the other, and then securing that lace with my beautiful Hustler melt belt, which will be in stock this week. For those who've been subscribed, I was on vacation, so I have a lot of videos that I have to, present to you guys. So it's gonna be a lot, so y'all stay tuned. I have a lot of backup work that I have to catch up on. So but yeah, my melt belts will be back in stock this week. So for those of you, my friend is so funny, y'all. But for those of you who had purchased, they will ship out either the end of this week or beginning next week. But yes, y'all will be able to order y'all melt belts off my website, which will be listed down in the description box. So make sure you guys do pay attention to the details in the description box. That way you don't have to comment questions that are already answered in a description box. But yeah, this is the second step of my melting process. Just a little technique I taught myself, just trial and error, trying out new things. And this is the Bio Silk hairstyling spray. I use that, or I use that Bedhead Masterpiece styling spray. And I just spray either one across their hairline, taking my melt belt, as I mentioned, and just tying down that lace really tight. And off camera, I did go ahead and flat iron her hair. So that took me about, 10 to 15 minutes. And now I'm just going to come back and remove that melt belt, combing out the hairs that was pretty much molded down, and then actually getting to the styling of this hair. Now, I did want to do, like I mentioned, a style that I see is trending right now. When I first jumped into the lace game, I actually did this style long time ago. But you already know, like with hairstyles, it comes back popping when people see like somebody with a big name wearing it, then all of a sudden they want to bring the style back. So that I see that this, now that I see that this style is trending once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring y'all this raw tutorial. Now I decided to do the two little knots, and instead of me just doing a regular straight part down the middle part, I did want to do a zigzag part just to give it a little jazz, y'all. So here I am just taking my rat tail comb and creating that zigzag part. And I am going to do, like I said, the two little, I guess, kind of like Bantu knots in a way. I just, did one on each side. At first, I was going to leave it as just like two ponytails, but I said, no, you know what? I'm just go ahead and do the knots that everybody's been doing again. And here I'm just showing you that zigzag part. But I do also still go towards like the back of that lace and still do that horizontal part just to make sure that, the tracks is covered, because this is a 13x4 lace frontal wig. And for those who really don't know the difference, A lace frontal wig is pretty much like having a 13 by 4 lace frontal, but it has tracks in the back as if it was a frontal in bundles. So I have like the ultimate parting space from ear to ear. I can pretty much part the wig to style it how I like. But for today, like I mentioned, we will be doing, the zigzag middle part. And I went ahead and made the horizontal part and applied my She Is Bomb wax stick. And, I just like to use that when I am hot combing. It just makes everything so much smoother, shinier, neater. Like, that's why I love using a wax stick. But you don't have to use this here She Is Bomb wax stick. I also use the Carrot Care. Honestly, I just use any damn wax stick that I could find in a hair store. Like, I just buy it and I use it because honestly they all do the same thing. I even had my own brand of wax stick, but like I always tell people, like, I'm rebranding. It's just all about timing. So I just put all of my products on hold. I have my own edge control, everything like that. But like I mentioned, I am rebranding, and just the timing for everything it has to be perfect. So I just put all those things on hold. But nevertheless, I also applied that wax stick like towards where my part is, because I wanted to hot comb out that section as well before I actually do the ponytail. Now, I did not use any like hard styling spray as far as gripping the ponytail before doing the knots. I just only used that wax stick and just pretty much combed the hair down nice, smooth, and neat, and then just secured it with a rubber band before I actually did the twisting of the knots. And I only use that Got To Be spray to keep the knots in place. That way it doesn't unravel. So I just took a regular black rubber band and like secure the ponytail part. Sometimes I don't get it right the first time, so don't think like it's just that easy. You get it right the first time. Like, sometimes it takes me a couple tries to get the ponytail right, but once I get it, it's a wrap. Like, once I get it, you already know it's about to be slayed. But yeah, I just went ahead and secured that with a rubber band. And, pulled it a little bit, making sure it's nice and tight. And I am just going to go ahead and just, like twist the hair. And then like once I twist it, I just like, go like in a cinnamon bun circular type of motion. So I just, like I say, twist it. And just keep twisting. I just keep going around in like that cinnamon bun motion. And then once I get to the end, I just took that Got To Be spray and just had her like hold the blow dryer, and I sprayed it. That way I can secure it and it doesn't unravel. So I did spray it like twice with that Got To Be spray as she held the blow dryer and blow dried it. And just pretty much like the same thing I did to this side, I did to the other side as well. But I am still going to show you me doing both sides. And I just spray that Got To Be spray and just like move my fingers in the same direction of the bun. And as you can see, she already loved it. We only did one bun and she was just like, period. But nevertheless, I'm doing the same thing to the other side, section off that back hair to cover those tracks, hot combing out the roots using that wax stick, parting it, doing the same thing I did to the other side, and then I would get into doing the bun as well. And then after I secure that bun, I just would, do the baby hairs. I didn't show like the full thing of me doing the baby hairs because I've done so in many of my other videos. And yes, guys, I know you guys requested for me to do a full baby hair tutorial. So trust me, sweeties, like, I'm working on it. I'm trying to come out with the perfect video to show you different ways to do the baby hairs and different methods that you can do. And you just pretty much would choose the one that works best for you. So I am working on it. It is coming. Be patient with me and everything like that. But as I mentioned, the same thing I did to one side, I am just going to do to the other as far as securing a ponytail and wrapping the bun up and using that Got To Be to mold it into place. So let me know what you guys think about this finishing look. It was really cute. They're going crazy on my IG for this style. Like I said, this style is trending right now. I'm going to do this style again using some really curly hair. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm just trying to find like some other new trending styles to do because I don't want to keep doing the same middle parts. side parts and stuff like that. Like, I do want to bring y'all some exotic looking styles and stuff like that, so you guys don't get bored, and also just so you guys can be a little different for those of you who like to step out your comfort zone, and you know, even with your clients, if you want to do something different and not the same to attract more clients, and you know, just showing them your creative side. Like, try something new. Like, we love to see the basic simple styles neat and done so nice, but you know, clients do like to see some different exotic styles. That also will help you with like going viral and attracting more followers and clientele. So just try to step out the box sometimes, and that will also help you build your clientele. But pretty much after I got that other bun up, I just used that Got To Be spray to just like mold those hairs down, those flyaways. And now I'm going to get into cutting down those baby hairs using the eyebrow razor. I just chopped it down really short, and I'll just be using the Got To Be to swoop those baby hairs. Now, I just want you guys to pay attention to the parting. Like right now, like, don't get me wrong, it's cute and it's neat, but when you see after, like how the parting looks after I conceal it, like you guys will see the importance and how just concealing the part makes a major difference in the outcome. Like, before, the old me would have just left it as is, you know, after doing the baby hairs, I just would have posted as is. But the new me in a styling game, like when I seen the importance of concealing your parts, like it makes a major difference. Like, it just makes the style pop like 10 times more. So I'm going to show you how I concealed and how I, you know, cleaned up my parts to get that perfect straight, super like natural look. Like, I use that black spray, and it is from High Beams. You guys always ask me like, what spray is that? It is from High Beams, and I do use the color black. I do not really use the black brown, honestly. I just use the black, and I use whatever foundation color I use underneath the lace or closer to their skin complexion, and I conceal the parts with that. So here is what the part looks like before I get into that process. So this is pretty much the before. You know, I'm just showing you combing everything out, smoothing everything out, making it nice and neat. But watch the difference in how the parting pops after I like spray and conceal. And here I am just using my black spray, taking my rat tail comb and just laying the comb all in that part from, you know, side to side and everything like that. And you already can see the difference, how it lines the part up already. And even when you get to the zigzag part, just be careful. Just do each little part little by little, and be careful when you get to the front. You don't want to use too much black spray that it gets on top of the lace. But now I'm going to just take that color and just, you know, fill in that the parting space with that line of foundation that I use underneath her lace. And when I tell you, it's going to make that part pop like 10 times as much. Like, everybody always give me compliments on my parting. Like, it's so important. You can already see a difference. But when we get to this zigzag, honey, like, y'all just look, I just want y'all, I'm just be quiet and let y'all see. Major difference. Like, y'all see it. And I just took some oil sheen and just spread it on top. And this is what the part looks like after defining. Very neat. Neatness is everything when it comes to hairstyling. But this is the finishing look. She loves it, as you can tell. Like, let me know what y'all think. As I always mention, I don't filter my pictures. What you see is what you get. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this style. I was so excited to bring y'all, you know, bring this to y'all. Let me know how y'all feel. This hair is 24 inches. As I mentioned, it's a straight wig, and the details will be listed below. And if you are new to my channel, once again, do not forget to subscribe. Just click the button. You come back and watch the videos anyway. So just go ahead and subscribe. And thank you guys for tuning in. And stay tuned for the other videos that I will be dropping. Peace out.